since we started, when we first started, I kind of likened it to walking along a tightrope. It was like, well, if we can just get this right, then it'll be fine. But then something else happened, and then something else happened, and then I quickly realised that actually that kind of feeling maintains the whole time, because there's always a new challenge or like a new thing to do, like do a festival and then do a bigger festival and do a main stage and headline something there. Do you know what I mean? So really, but I think you thrive on that. I think that's what keeps it interesting and exciting.
You're right. 3 years is not a very long tour, but it's been a lot of very incremental steps along the way. A few pivotal moments sort of stand out. Like I guess the first time we got played on the radio, we got offered to do the Jules Holland show and the BBC back at home, and which is a big music show.
We played a really small venue the other day. Like we did a benefit for a pub, pretty much. And that was like 300 people. I think it could only fit 200, but there were 300 people, and it felt just as exciting as playing to 3,000 or however many people. I think you really have to try and approach all these things in the same way, like with the same intensity and like the same ethic as you would. So we try not to differentiate. Yeah, there's a different approach. There's a different way to like make it work, but you try and approach it with the same. It kind of feels like it's a historic moment for them because, I don't know how many more tours they're going to be doing, and it's just so great to get to play with them in London. The Rolling Stones in Hyde Park it's like Johnny Halliday at the Champs-Élysées. So it really is like their cultural centre or their cultural home, and like without thinking about it too much, they're just the greatest rock and roll band of all time. So it's just awesome to get to do it.
One of the most exciting offers we've ever had, of a gig. It was totally surreal. Yeah, incredible.
It's not a finished picture before you start, really. You have a rough idea of where you go, and then it writes itself or paints itself, in the process. But you have to be natural, so it will go wherever it goes, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's important to not be too like preordained about about what you do. I think it's important to let it happen.
Really important that we didn't say, well, we want to make sure we make another punky lo-fi whatever, because really none of those things were ever in our mind when we made it. They will be really in hindsight. When we made it, we were just excited about what we were doing, but we didn't label it or anything. Do you know what I mean? It's just just four people doing stuff that they're really into, and that's kind of how it should remain.